COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Tonight we're looking into a traffic court concern that could have a big impact on several cases in Lee County.
NBC2's David Hodges investigates a claim some Lee County drivers were not getting a fair shot at fighting their tickets.
Well, if you end up in traffic court, you might get to make your case in front of a judge or a hearing officer. Their decisions aren't supposed to be influenced by each other, but in one case, they apparently were. Get caught doing this, you might end up here. Traffic court in Lee County. Nervously gripping your citation, waiting to hear your charges in front of the judge or a hearing officer.
Traffic issues, traffic tickets, suspended licenses, DUIs, and other criminal matters.
Ted Hollander is an attorney with the ticket clinic.
And when things like this happen, it challenges the integrity of the entire process.
He claims the rules of the court were not followed. He says one of the ticket clinic's attorneys was approached by a Lee County traffic hearing officer who told the attorney he had been talked to and would no longer be as lenient with defendants.
We were troubled by that communication.
Hollander says he did a records request for emails and found this one between Judge James Adams and Lee County Clerk Linda Faldy.
So the email comes from the in-court clerk. And the in-court clerk writes to Judge Adams and says, "I would like to speak with you about something." He, referring to the traffic magistrate, is finding defendants guilty after a lengthy testimony, and then the defendant talks the hearing officer into a withholding of adjudication.
Judge Adams said, "I will have a discussion with him shortly."
And that was troublesome to us. And I've never seen an in-court clerk attempt to influence the way traffic matters are resolved.
Attorneys I talk to say that's not really the role of the clerk. Do you disagree?
Well, I think the role of the clerk is to provide the judges with the information that they need and ask for.
Lee County Clerk of Court Linda Doggett says providing this kind of help to judges is just a normal part of business for her employees.
When you go to a court hearing and the whole point system on a traffic ticket is to get unsafe drivers like a timeout, if you will. So our clerks get that, they understand it, they just care about our community. Right. And so they're just trying to help the judges with their job of, administering justice.
The ticket clinic and their clients filed a lawsuit to remove their cases from Judge Adams, claiming Adams moved their cases to his courtroom after his email was found that he had made drivers pay traffic fines the day of their hearing in violation of Florida law, and that Adams said he read a report claiming Lee County drivers were aggressive.
To lump everybody together and everybody now should be treated more harshly isn't fair. It should be done on a case-by-case basis.
In the lawsuit, a Lee County Circuit judge sided with Judge Adams, but judges at the District Court of Appeals did not.
Well, it was nice to have essentially vindication because we felt that our clients just weren't being treated fairly.
An order from the appeals court this month stated the allegations combined were sufficient to give the petitioners an objective fear that they would not receive a fair trial before this particular county judge in their traffic cases. Judge Adams denied a request for an interview. The 20th Judicial Circuit spokesperson wrote in a statement, "It would be inappropriate and potentially unethical for a judge to discuss a pending case. Plus, a judge's decision-making process is confidential pursuant to the Florida rules of judicial administration." Now the cases of more than a dozen ticket clinic clients are out of Adams' courtroom. Hollander believes future clients have a precedent to request out of Adams' courtroom too.
Things are fair in our opinion. Things are moving the way they're supposed to be. But I can understand as a citizen and as a driver why you would be nervous.
The court spokesperson also told us that special dockets like the one for Adams are typical since there are so many traffic cases, and Clerk of Court Linda Doggett told us there's no financial benefit for her office if more people end up paying fines in traffic court, since funding for her office is determined by the state legislature. For the NBC2 investigators, I'm David Hodges.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.